a fruit with many names. The Malabar tamarind or brindleberry in English is called Kodampulli or Kachampulli in Karnataka and Kodampulli in Kerala. The fruit is internationally well known for its health benefits, which include weight loss and improving liver health. But mostly it is processed into a sarring agent and famous for its contribution to our fish and the most famous pandi curry in Coorg. Now we're going to harvest some and put a small video session together on how it's processed and made into a dark, tangy vinegar with a long shelf life. Well, that's the harvest for the day. I usually just get a little bit like 10 or 15 fruit during pre-monsoon. But when monsoon hits, you got to carry a sack instead of a cloth bag. I'm going to try and do this one hand. But basically emptying all the fruit out into a bucket so that we can wash them off because we've got mud. Whoa, okay, we've got a bucket full now. And I'm just trying to get away. Yeah, we use old paint buckets and anything that people want to throw away basically. Old paint buckets, old tires. Yep, and wash them out like that. And once they're done, one method is to cut them and put them in a basket with a little bit of weight on top. This has been here for a few days, so it's getting fermented. Yep, there'll be flies, but that's no problem at all. And the liquid from this, which seeps out, collects down here into this bucket. And we take this and boil it for about a day. Now another method of processing Cassinia fumigata is what I'll show you in just a bit once we start cutting these open. So another way to process it is after washing the fruit, cut it up into halves, remove the seed, keep the seed in a separate bucket, keep the skin in a separate basket or bucket if you want. Now the seeds are then soaked in a little bit more of water for about a day so the juice runs through. Now after a day it's then filtered through a cloth and boiled for, this takes a really long time, depends on how much heat and what vessel you use, but maybe another day of just boiling, the entire day. And this then becomes your Kachampulli vinegar, becomes a thick black syrup. That's when it has to boil. Right now it's still yellow and very watery. The skin on the other hand is dried up. Now unfortunately this fruit falls from the tree in monsoon, so getting sunlight is tough. It's usually dried over fire, and then the black skin, it turns black into like charcoal, and that's used in the curries as a spice. That's Kachampulli processing for you. So this is the level of evaporation that happened with the Kachampulli juice. This level is where we started, and right now it's just about here. It's still a little watery, I think another 30-40 minutes and it would reach the thickness where we stop. It started off at a yellow color, a light yellow color, went through a red and is now turning into a maroon, and we'll stop it when it's blackish. And there you have it, Kachampulli vinegar. After boiling about that full vessel, which might have been about 10 liters, we get two 200 ml bottles.